This is sort of an experimental project to see if, instead of showing you a particular animal, instead can I show you a particular place. And the place is underneath that tree stump there. This is what I call the tree stump den, and often we have foxes there living in it, or raccoons, or various animals that you'll see here. And right this moment, you'll see in the video here that the mama fox back last spring in 2019 was playing with the baby. And they were kind of playing hide and seek. And you'll see here comes the baby up a secret door that only the baby fox can go through and the mama fox can't fit through. So she didn't really know about it very much. And here comes the daddy fox in, and they greet each other, and the little one tries to get in between them and whatnot. Okay, now we're going to move underground and see what it looks like from underneath there. So there's mama going in under that same door that she just went into, the same little doorway. And the little baby has followed her in, and the baby's kind of laying by her belly there. And mama's just kind of sniffing out and checking out, see what's going on here. Here's from a year ago when there were actually 3 pups. You just see 2 of them there, but 3 pups. They were playing. And I'll let you listen to them for just a moment here. And here's about 2 or 3 years ago when a couple of them were sleeping together there, and then there were still 3 of them at that time, and you can see the 3rd one coming up here. 3rd one's got his foot on another one's face, but they're all pretty happy and peaceful there. Now we're going to move to some other critters that come through here. Here's a rabbit that's coming through. This rabbit would stop in every few months, not too often. And here's Casper the skunk, almost all white, kind of an amazing little creature. It was just a beautiful little skunk. And some babies, a whole herd of little baby skunks here. There were 6 or 7 in this litter, and they were nearly impossible to count. Because they were this little seething mass of baby skunks that were constantly in motion. One weird thing about them is they would sort of back into one little corner back in there in the den and take a poop. And that's just how they did things in their little world. There's a couple of them playing, and they constantly wrestled with each other. And then here we come after this with a possum. This is one of the nicer looking possums, I'll have to say. Possums can get pretty rough looking, let's put it that way. And this one, they lick their hands a lot. They have hands kind of like ours. Here's a little rock squirrel that's black and gray, and we don't see that many of them. Little field mouse coming through the underground den here, and then a ringtail is going to make just a quick appearance, so that's a ringtail. And then here comes a raccoon, just a single raccoon, and then soon here you're going to see a whole family of little raccoon pups. They don't look like babies. They're pretty big, but they're still little pups, and there's like 5 of them, and they're all piled in on each other, and they're all hands and feet and noses and squirming all over each other and laying on each other and whatnot. And here's a raccoon that's stolen my light bulb. You can hear the chittering. The little raccoons do like to chitter. And then here comes a couple of checkered garter snakes. That's the big one is the female. The male is taking a free ride on her back, and then you'll see that the female has caught a big old toad that's about 20 times bigger than she ought to be eaten, but she seems to manage it. And then here comes a snail in no big hurry to get anywhere. Here's a scorpion and a roach. It's hard to say right now who's winning in that fight, but ultimately you'll see that the scorpion is hauling this roach home, wherever home is, and it's going to eat it. And then here comes a little gecko that we see frequently in here. We kind of know him. He grabs a little moth. And here comes a Carolina wren who's looking around like, I just left my moth in here a while ago and I don't know what happened to it. Weird. And finally in our lineup here, we've got a cute little coral snake. Maybe not that cute, but he seemed like he was about 14 inches long, as best as I can estimate it. Not a big guy, but all the same, not that nice to have around. The final thing on here is that occasionally we get an aquarium in here. That is an actual view of this camera underwater when it has flooded and I said, oops, I forgot to pull my camera out.